from KB Ants, and welcome back to yet another video. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. And in today's video we're going to be looking at the A5 PLA hybrid nest with meter, made and sold by Best Ants UK. Links will be in the description for their website, so be sure to check them out after this video. So this is an exciting video. It's one of the new nests. I was really excited for it to come so I could see and show all you guys. It's really high tech. Well, you're going to see yourself in a second. It looks an amazing nest. So we'll get on to the unboxing part, and then obviously we'll have a look at it and have a talk about it, because they did send me over some information about the nest itself and stuff like that and how to use it. So we'll look at the nest and then we'll go over that. With this, they also sent me a colony of 50 to 60 worker Myrmica, and they will be going in this nest, and you'll see that in this video, just to test it out, and so I can give you an update on it in the future, and let you know what I think about it. So we'll proceed with the unboxing. So this looks like the A5 PLA nest with meter. Plenty of bubble wrap. It's always packed well from Best Ants UK. I can never complain about that. But yeah, that's the front of the nest with the covers on. Obviously it's a beautiful nest. You know, you can't disagree with that. Oh yeah, another thing guys, I have upgraded my lighting, so if you think it's any better, please leave a comment down below and just give me your feedback on it. But yeah, back to the nest. So this is the A5 PLA hybrid nest with temperature and humidity meter built in. You've got the blackout cover that comes with it, and you've got the red acrylic cover, because some species of ant can't see the red light spectrum, so when light shines through the red, it's just dark to them. But you've got the blackout cover just in case. So yeah, that's the inside the nest. Obviously it's beautiful. Can't really say much more. But you know, first impressions, it's an amazing nest. I love it already. That temperature meter is obviously it's great. It's great to have it. I've never had a nest with that built in, so it's really handy to have. It's obviously it makes it a lot easier to monitor the temperature and the humidity of your ants without using them infrared temperature guns, which aren't always reliable. So this is obviously an amazing thing. With this nest, you've also got the cork stopper in there, and all that's for is when you've got ants in this nest that hibernate, all you do when they're hibernating is take this cork out and then put some cotton with a little piece of honey on it, just to give them little boost when they're going through hibernation, because most ant species don't go out of the nest when they're hibernating. So this will just minimise the amount of ants that will die over hibernation. So that's a good thing. But make sure when you add the honey to take it out after a couple of days, just to make sure it doesn't go mouldy or anything like that, because obviously mould in the nest is not a good idea. So that's the nest. A big hydration sponge, and this sponge is made from natural Greek sea sponge, really absorbent, really high quality. Like most of the other nests, it's got the sand on the bottom of it to give the ants a better footing and make it more natural for them. So yeah, it's an amazing nest. And also you've got the Phillips head screws in it, so you can take out the screws themselves and clean the nest out and reuse it, which is obviously good because it's obviously made to last. You also can take the temperature meter out and change the batteries, but the batteries do last for 2 to 5 years, and they are Duracell batteries. The batteries for them are the LR44 button Duracell batteries, so just in case you ever need to change them. It's a beautiful nest. I love all of Best Ants products, but I've got to say this is by far my favourite so far. Obviously I'll be able to say more once I've got some ants inside of it, but it's just a beautiful nest. It's really well done, and the big game changer for me is the temperature meter, to be honest with you. It's just amazing. So that's the nest. That's what it looks like with the red acrylic cover on. It's got a piece overlapping, so it's easy to take it off, and it's got all the holes drilled out for the screws, which obviously stops it from sliding about, and you've got the hole for the sponge as well, so you don't have to take this cover off to hydrate the nest. And then obviously the blackout cover, which just slots onto there nicely, and also has a piece sticking out to make it easier to take off and on. So that's the nest. Size comparison, obviously, you know, with A5 paper is that, you know, it's that size. So what else is in the box? We've got some natural sand, which is a great colour. You know, it'll contrast your ants really well. You've got the Queen's test tube connector. Oh yeah, and another thing to mention with the A5 nest, I think the A6, they currently don't supply, well, I think with the A5 you have to buy the Outworld separately, so you don't do it as a bundle like some of the other nests that they sell. But all you'd have to do is just add it to your cart, and your shipping, you'll only have to pay for one lot of postage. You don't have to pay for separate amounts, which is also good. I think they are planning on doing it in the future as a bundle type of deal. I think with the A6 nest of this, which is a smaller version, I think you do get the small Outworld with it. And the same again with ants. With the A5 you have to also purchase them separately, so they don't do it as a big kit, but I think they are planning on doing it in the future. But yeah, it's not a big deal, I just thought I'd let you all know. Yeah, we'll carry on. So we've got a little Ziploc bag here with a bunch of knickknacks in it. You've got some plastic plants for decoration, and also you have this little magnifying glass card, so that's good for being able to see your ants better if you've got a small species. And obviously these plants just make the Outworld look a bit more natural. You get some tweezers. Like I said in every review video I've done, you can never have enough tweezers. I'm forever losing my tweezers, so you know, I'm glad that you get tweezers with it. Again, with pipettes, same situation, you can never have enough pipettes, you always need them. Some organic honey, and I've actually tried this with my ants and they absolutely love it. Even better than just shop bought honey. I think with this being organic, they seem to like it even more. You've got the connector for your water test tube to your Outworld, which I'll be showing you how to use that in a bit. You've got the water test tube. And you've got the connection tubing for your nest to your Outworld. And again, I'll be showing you how to use that in a minute. So the last thing that's in the box looks to be the Outworld, and they've sent me the medium Outworld. So yeah, thanks again to Best Ants UK for sending me this stuff so I can show all you guys their amazing products. Again, really well packaged. So this is the Outworld with the steel mesh to cover the hole so you don't get any escapees, but you can also get ventilation into the nest. And then you get the two connection pieces which you put your vinyl tubing onto. These also can be doubled up as a water test tube. So basically all you do is fill this up with water and then put a cotton stopper inside of it and then attach it to your Outworld just like that. So then you've got a water test tube that you can take off. Obviously when you've got your cotton inside of it, all you have to do then is take this cap off and refill it, put the cap back on, and then attach it back up to your Outworld. So obviously that's a really easy way of doing it. I'd say easier than using just a test tube itself. If you want to go the normal test tube route, which is the test tube that they provide in this kit, obviously you'd fill that up with water, put the cotton plug inside of it, just like that. Obviously I haven't got water in this, but I'm just doing it to show you. And then you get your connector piece here that comes with it. You push your test tube onto that, just like so. It's a snug fit. Make sure your clamping clip is over where the test tube is, just to make sure it's extra tight. I mean, you're not going to have any escapees anyway, but just in case. And then you attach this to there, which is really easy. Again, make sure your clip is on where the connection tube is attached. So that's how you'd have that way of doing the water for your ants. Because obviously you want to make sure you've always got fresh supply of water for your ants. So you could either do it that way, or you could do it the way that I showed you, where you're putting a piece of cotton inside of here and then attaching it, all cotton, water, and then attaching it to your Outworld. Just like so. And then when you want to refill it, you just take this cap off, refill it, put the cap back on. And then, to be honest, I think I was doing it that way. Bestland showed me that way, and I think it just makes it a lot faster and easier than taking this test tube off, taking the cotton out, filling it back up, and then attaching it again. It just seems quicker. Pop this off, put water in, and pop it back on, and that's it done. So that's the Outworld. So now we can go ahead and decorate the Outworld, but just before I do that, I'll show you the Myrmica rubber colony they sent me. So, like, if you've seen any of my other videos, they put a label on the insulation tubing where the test tubing, and it just says some information that you need to know. So I'll put a picture of it up just about now, so you can take a look and have a closer read of it. Obviously you'll be able to see when you purchase any ants. And this is the Myrmica rubber colony that they sent me. So it's a really good colony. There's lots of brood in there. These guys obviously should be hibernating about now, so once they're all settled in a nest, I'll put them into hibernation just to prolong the lifespan of the queen. This is a single queen colony, but obviously they're a lovely species. You can see the queen in that shot now. That slightly darker, bigger one is the queen. So yeah, I think Myrmica rubber is one of my favourite native species to the UK, because obviously I live in the UK, if you didn't already know. They are my favourite species in this country. So yeah, we'll put the sand in the Outworld and we'll decorate it, and then we'll be back and I will connect the nest to the Outworld. So I'll just speed this up so you don't have to sit through and watch. So the Outworld is all filled with sand and decorated. So that's what it looks like now. I like the artificial plants. Obviously I don't put too many in just to make it easier to clean out the Outworld in the future, because obviously the more stuff in there you have, the harder it is to clean up. But just like that I think is nice. So now, before we attach the nest to the Outworld, we'll just talk a bit more about the Outworld itself. Again, it's an amazing Outworld. It's an amazing nest, should I say. So about this nest, all the screws and the micro hole mesh, which is just there, and also on the temperature gauge, is all stainless steel, so that, you know, it's made to last. Also with your nest, for watering it with the hydration sponge, you only need roughly about 1.5 to 2 millimeters once a week, but that depends on the species of ant you're keeping, also the temperature of the nest and the temperature of the room that it's in. Because obviously the higher the temperature, the more quick the water's going to evaporate from the sponge. So yeah, that's just a rough guide. So either 1.5 to 2 millimeters once a week, or more if your room temperature is high, or if it's a high humidity loving species. Because obviously I'm keeping Myrmica rubber in this, I'd probably want to hydrate it just a little bit more, but I'll be able to tell from the meter what the exact humidity is. Really you want it to be around 70 to 80% humidity with Myrmica rubber, and they're happy at room temperature. So I'll probably only have to water them again once a week, but maybe a tiny bit more, and then that's about it. With this sponge as well, with it being a natural Greek sea sponge, as long as you use either bottled water or mineral water, it won't grow mould or fungus on the sponge itself. So again, it's obviously made to last. It's not going to go mouldy as long as you don't use tap water. So now we'll go ahead and attach the nest to the Outworld. So with these you've got the connection pieces and the clamping clips. So basically all you want to do is just push it onto there, just like so, nice and easy. Then you want to get your clips, squeeze them together just to make it loose, and then push it over where it's connected to the nest, just to make a nice tight seal. And the other one should be over where it's connected to the tubing. So that's nice and simple, that's connected that one side. It's not going to come off, and there's no tiny gaps or anything. And then you want to do the same thing on the other side with the Outworld connection. So you want to do is push it on, nice and easy, and then get your clip and put it over where it's connected to make it nice and tight. And then that's them both connected, just like so. So that's nice and easy. And then the other port you want to connect your ants to. So we'll do that now, and for this you will need the Queen's test tube connection. Which is basically this. So now all you want to do is attach this to the nest first, just because it makes it a bit easier. And again, make sure your clamping clips over the right place. So that's on, just like so. And then all you basically do is push your ants test tube onto this, and then that's it, they're connected. Really simple. For this part, you probably want to open the lid of your Outworld in case there's any escapees, and then you can just simply pick them up and put them into the Outworld. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this cotton out, and because there's probably going to be some ants attached to the cotton, I'm going to put that straight in the Outworld just in case there is any ants, and then connect this tube to that connector. So nice and quick. And that's connected. So like, you know, it's nice and easy, nothing difficult about it. And then you put your clip over where it's connected to the test tube, just to make sure there's a nice seal. And that's that. That's how you connect it up. And then you want to put your ants back in the dark, just so you don't stress them out too much. And then over time you want to slowly move the whatever you're using to make the test tube dark. You want to slowly move it, probably a couple of millimetres a day, just so it's not too much at once, so it's going to shock them and kill them eventually. So just let them move in their own time. So now I'll put a little bit of honey on that cotton that I put in the Outworld. It's always best to put the honey on something. For one, it keeps the Outworld nice and clean, and it stops the ants from getting stuck and drowning in the honey. And you also want to put your covers back on the nest. I've pre-watered this hydration sponge. It's best if you do as well, just to prevent any stress or anything like that. Obviously if it's all nice and hydrated, they're going to want to move into it. If it's not, they're going to stay in the test tube. So you want to make sure the nest is hydrated before you add the ants. And then once you've done that, cover the nest up so it's nice and dark, and let them move in their own time. Don't use heat or anything to move them, or light exposure. Well, not sudden light exposure. Just moving whatever you're using to cover the test tube a couple of millimetres a day, so it's a tiny bit more light each day. That's the safest way of doing it. So I've been KB Ants. This is the Best Ants UK A5 PLA hybrid nest with the meter review. In my opinion, it's an amazing nest. I absolutely love it. Like I said before, I love all of Best Ants UK's nests that they've sent me, but this has got to be by far my favourite. It's just really amazing. It's a beautiful nest. It's not ugly in any way. It's nice, compact, and the idea of having the temperature and humidity meter on it is, amazing. So now this is the part of the video that you're probably going to love. I hope you're going to love. Best Ants UK have kindly messaged me, and well, they've already sent me, so I've already got this, and they've sent me the A6 nest with a small Outworld and stuff for a giveaway. So, and this giveaway is going to be around Christmas time, so it's like a Christmas gift from me and Best Ants UK. So obviously that just shows you that Best Ants UK are really kind. They've sent me over that nest free of charge to send to one of my subscribers, my lucky subscribers. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to Best Ants UK for doing that. I hope you're all excited about it. You've seen this nest. It's exactly the same. The one that we're giving away is exactly the same, just a tiny bit smaller. so it's ideal for smaller colonies. But yeah, nothing different about it. It's still got the temperature stuff on it. So yeah, it's a really good giveaway. And if I was one of you guys, I'd be excited about it, and if I could, I'd enter it myself because it's a really amazing nest. So yeah, they've sent me this one. This is the one for, you know, this review, this 851, and I'm going to be reviewing the one that you can win probably next weekend. So you'll get to have a look at what you've got a chance of winning. Yeah, they're a really amazing nest. Another thing with my videos, I'm not biased in any way. If I don't like something, I will say, just because they've sent me this doesn't mean that I'm going to be saying it's amazing when in reality it isn't, but this genuinely is amazing. So yeah, either wait, well, you can go and buy one, or you can wait for the giveaway. To be honest, you probably want more than one anyway, so you might as well go and buy one. They are amazing. So that's it for the review. I hope you liked it. If you did, please remember to give me a like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to stay up to date with all my latest videos. I'm Callum from KB Ants, and I hope to see you again in the next one.